Hi everyone, so welcome to day 8 of our bioenergy and wellbeing reset. Hope you're all doing well. So today I just want to talk a little bit about how it feels after you receive a bioenergy session, what that feels like if you haven't received one before. And then on the wellbeing side, just to talk a little bit about physical movement and the benefits of that for us in our daily experience as well. So with bioenergy, we talked a little bit the other day about bioenergy sensations that we can feel within a bioenergy session as well. And we talked a little bit about, you could have feelings of heat or cold or tingling, like pins and needles, but a very subtle version of that, sometimes in our arms or our legs. It'd be noticeable, but you'd have awareness of it, but could still stay relaxed with it. So following a bioenergy session, it's very different for everybody. Everybody describes it in different ways, but the majority of people, the majority of feedback that you'd hear would be, I feel very relaxed. And that's what you want to hear at the end of a session, really, is that somebody feels that they are very relaxed, have a sense of feeling balanced, a sense of feeling grounded, of being centered, a lightness as well. Some people would describe, they feel like they're walking, a foot off the floor, that they feel that light sometimes. You can feel just a very deep sense of peace and calm as well. Now it's different. Everybody describes it in different ways. We all have our unique perspective of how we view things, feel things, experience things, and that comes through in how people describe it as well. So within a session, people can fall asleep a lot. It's very common for someone to fall asleep or to just be in very, very deep relaxation. And I find it amazing. Even I receive sessions myself as well. And when I receive a session, so you can be quite active, you sit down to relax, chill out, have your session, and you just go into this really deep relaxation zone, and then come out the other side of that where you obviously, you go back into your full waking day, but just feeling a stronger sense of calm. And if you've ever practiced any sort of deeper meditation or deeper mindfulness type of practices where that brings us into that calm centered zone as well, that's how it can feel when you come out on the other side of it. And obviously if there's particular challenges that you're working on, like if there's any physical ailments or anxiety or different things that we can work on with this as well, different health challenges as well, that a lightness can come into those for us, that we can start to feel relief. Sometimes it can be that it's fully resolved. Sometimes it can be that it needs a few sessions for things to resolve. So that's very individual as well as to how many sessions somebody would need for particular things, for resolution for particular things. But the general rule of thumb would be to work across 4 sessions. Now I would say to clients, do one session, see how you feel. A second session is great to do because we can deep dive into certain areas. The first session is more about, general terms, looking at the wider system and where deep dives may be necessary or may be needed to help bring resolution to certain challenges that we may be having as well. So that's what we're aiming for after a session, that feeling of that sense of peace, that sense of calm, just sense of feeling balanced and relief from the things that we wanted to focus on in a session. So relief and release from, bioenergy is all about release work. So release and relief from, the health challenges or tensions or pains or, whatever it is that we have going on for us as well. And, very much about us buying into self-care, aftercare as well for ourselves. So having a good consistent daily self-care practice. It doesn't have to be long things, it can be just small little things, but just so we're constantly trying to fill our own cup up. That we obviously, especially if you're drawn to do this work as well, or if you're open to this type of work, a lot of people are, big givers and can be putting everybody else first in the queue before they tend to themselves and give themselves attention and care. So we need to be mindful of that, how much care and attention do I need and how much of that am I giving to myself. And I mentioned before within this reset, that we're looking at, in this particular program anyway, we're looking at short burst type of things that we can bring into our daily experience easily. We don't need to have lots and lots of time to do it. If you're busy running around, looking after children or at work or looking after family or helping friends or, whatever it is that may be there, that you can introduce these wellbeing tools into your daily experience as well. So that's why we bring a lot of wellbeing tools and self-care tools into our bioenergy program. Our next bioenergy diploma course starts in a few weeks on the 20th of May. We start on Saturday the 20th of May. Mornings are all about practice, afternoons are all about practical work. So we run one weekend a month for each of those course weekends as well over the course of the 8 months. So it's May up until December of this year, and we have free 1-hour workshops running at the moment. The next one is next Monday, so we just had one today, and the next one is next Monday the 8th of May as well. So I'll pop the links into the comments below, and if you can't make the time, you can just you can register. If you're interested, you can register, and we send the replay on to everybody who registers as well. So for our wellbeing practice today, it's just to focus on something physical. So some movement in our body to increase the blood flow, increase the oxygen supply. So whether that's going for a walk, some people like to sea swim, some people like to go to the gym, some people like to do yoga, whatever it is for you, just to try and bring something physical into your day to help you to start moving around, getting a bit of, increase the endorphins in the body as well with a little bit of exercise. So it can be gentle exercise, if you're not able to, some people, for some reason may not be able to stand up or sit up or whatever it is, but then maybe just a bit of gentle movement in the shoulders, or stretching the, the head over side to side, or, movement of the head, or whatever it is. And if you have, full, you're fully able-bodied, that you can get up and get around as well, it's to just bring some physical exercise into your day. It's a lovely way to just give ourselves a boost. It's great for the mental health as well. So that's a lovely thing to just try to do for ourselves as well. Even if it's just a walk, if it's a short walk, longer walk, whatever it is, it's just, focusing on, try to bring some movement into our day in a way that we enjoy, because, we need to do things that we feel love for. That doesn't feel like there's massive resistance, or that it's a chore, or it's challenging or difficult. It's just bringing something that feels gentle, and that there's still self-care in it. So we're not talking about full-on hectic exercises unless that's what you love to do and that feels like self-care for you. So it's just bringing whatever feels like self-care, self-love for you today as well. So looking forward to connecting in again for our day 9 of our Wellbeing and Bioenergy Reset, and talk to you then. If you have any questions on anything we cover as part of this reset, anything I'm talking about, just pop them into the comments, and I'll come back later on to answer them for you as well. Okay, talk to you soon. Take care.